beers, wines, and spirits review. God knows what YouTube are playing at. They have a preview thing, then it goes off and it goes back to normal. I'm supposed to play in my settings. Anyway, tonight from Coach House Brewing Company. This is Blueberry Classic Bitter, 5%. God, my God, the writing's dinkum. A smooth, pale, straw-coloured beer, slightly sweet on first taste with a clean and exciting taste of blueberries. The aroma is lightly hoppy and distinctly fruity, brewed with the finest Maris Otter malt and hops from Worcester. A super multi-award winning beer, best served chilled below 12 degrees. Fair play. It is 12 degrees here. So, and if I seen something when I was reading. Good evening, Benjamin. So I've just washed 2 glasses and 2 glasses are broke on me. I just took them up the arse to put them under the hot water tap and they broke. I don't. Big blueberry on the nose straight away there. Different. So yeah, my ash over glass has died. Good evening, Max and Chris. Yeah, and it's not that cold in the shed. Good evening, Chris. Oh, Thomas as well. Good evening. Yeah, I've took glasses up the arse before and washed them, and they've been fine. I mean, chucking them in the dishwasher, yeah, that's a death knell for glasses, but not usually from the shed. My hot water's not that hot. So, golden looking pour, half a centimetre of white head, bit of carbonation on there, not overly too much. A notification. I did hear something go, yeah. Ooh, 1 litre can of Paulana. Fair play there. And good evening there again, Thomas and Kevin as well. Oh, it's time for one of these. Been a long day. That is really nice. That fruity blueberry really hits you. I think the last time I had this, no notification. That's strange. Chris says he got one. YouTube is dicky, isn't it? It proper is dicky. Wow, that's nice. That is nice. See, the last time I had this not at below 12 degrees. And I didn't rate it really. This time, at about 9 degrees or whatever it is in the beer room at the moment. Yeah, about 8 degrees to be fair in here. But it's cold. And that tastes absolutely spot on. There's something to be said for drinking stuff at the right temperature. Reminds me, I must take all my stouts up the house and get them in the warm, get them all warmed up, ready for evening reviews. Good evening, beer and building, matey. Couldn't get served at college. It is a thing with beer. It's a thing to try and wean yourself off. It's not easy. It is not easy. You know, if you're drinking too much, or you've got mental health issues and you're drinking too much, you know, it's kind of saying to yourself, I don't need to be drinking anymore. And I know it's not easy. Yeah, I do as well. A can of Gamma. The beer shelf needs a bit of restocking actually. I've got loads of beers to put on. I just need to get my backside into gear. I was going to say something else, but I'm trying not to swear on beer reviews. I'm trying not to. I think we're all the same. I think most of us are the same when we've had a beer. More talkative. It is the blueberry, mate. Yeah, absolutely divine. Yeah, that blueberry, the taste really hits you. They've got that. They've got that absolutely spot on. And like I say, I've had it warmer before. Didn't really taste that great. At this temperature, absolutely amazing. Really good. Mm. Yeah, trying to hold back. Should bring a book out about beers. Won't be a long one. Yeah, trying not to drink too much is a thing. All depends what sort of day you've had. And sometimes you just like to have more than just, just a few. We all like to. Peach one. I don't think I've seen the peach one. I got this from Morrison's in Blackpool, where we went up to the Pleasure Beach. And I'd love to go up again, although this time of the year it's a bit Baltic. Going on them rides in the freezing cold. It's bad enough walking around in the freezing cold. Never mind going on rides at 30, 40 mile an hour, freezing your bits off. All a bit fresh. So I've got to say, I really like that. Not far away from the old Advent calendar season. What are we now? 25, 24th today? Only 7 days. Pale was a tad bland. Rightio. I swear I've got another one somewhere. I bet on casket tasted nice. Yeah, 24th. My MOT's on the 26th. Not looking forward to that at all. Yeah. I'll see if I have to go to me. See if we have to go to my son and borrow some money. He's got. He don't go out, so he saves all his money. We've been going out and spending and treating ourselves, and then spending it on cars that have been smashed into by other idiots. So it's been an expensive year, expensive, beyond expensive. But hey, that's life, isn't it? You know, you have good years and you have not so good years, and for us, the eating always seems to pack up at Christmas. Christmas Day last year, eating went down. I had to get somebody out on emergency to get the fan thing on the top of the heater working again. It's like, you swine, of all the days to go down. Christmas Day evening, we're all there freezing our butts off. Luckily, we've got aircon in the front room. That was the only saving grace. So we're all in the front room with fleeces around us with the aircon on and blowing out nice hot air, obviously. But it's always that time of the year. It's always when you don't want something to break that something breaks. I think that's the best idea. Having MOTs near Christmas. Gunpowder mild. Ooh, that does sound nice. And good evening, Mr. Merseybears. Yeah, that does sound nice. Good evening, Craig. Oh. So not far away. My son was in Preston this week. He's been up to Preston doing his aircon thing. He services aircon units for a company. So he's been to Preston, not far away from you. And then into Manchester. Yeah, Manchester. Oh, dear. Oh, I don't like that drive over to Manchester on them hills. The bloody traffic. We went over to Blackpool. Yeah, it's been an expensive year for us. I mean, all three of our cars have been twatted this year. Hit rather. He said he was trying not to swear, but yeah. So it's not been. It's been a funny old year in that respect. I'm surprised that talking about ale places, you just can't believe in one city how Nottingham. Unless it's just because I used to go in certain pubs with certain friends, and then you start going into the craft beer pubs. One, the beer's better. Two, there's less idiots. Bit pricier, yeah, a bit pricier. I'll give it that. But I'd rather pay a bit more than have my head, not knocked out. Although to be fair, I've been into town for 30 odd years and I've never had any trouble. Good evening, Greg. How are you? You've had this on spoons, on cask. Ooh. The calibre of drivers in Nottingham, yeah, there's some dickheads. Pardon my French. Yeah, we've had some fun this year with cars. I mean, me first, then the wife getting twatted at the back, and then my son as well. Although possibly my son, it was his own fault. Me, it was definitely 50-50. My wife, definitely not her fault. And she's still waiting on a claim for, what do you call it? When you go into the back here. Can't think of the bloody word now. No, whiplash, that's the word. I know I got there in the end. So, enjoying this. Do you ever find when you're talking to somebody and you know the word? It's like you with me with plants. I know the plants, I know the trees, and all of a sudden you just can't remember what the name is, and it's like can't remember. Whiplash is a good brewery. We're coming up to Black Friday. Let's hope there's some deals. Uh, I'm hoping that Titanic Brewery do a free delivery on Black Friday. That's when I'll get my son to order that festive box. I want that festive box. I want the plum porter. I've done the plum porter, normal plum porter, and I've done the grand infused. Good evening, Steve. How are you, matey? But I've never done the 330 standard grand reserve, the non. Good evening, Craig. Yes, Verdant have got a deal on. This, if you've got the pennies, it's a good time to go and see what the deals are on. I don't think anyone locally is going to be doing out. But certainly the bigger breweries, any sized order. That's interesting. So he ordered one can. Be dearer to ship it than it would be to. Imagine if there's one can that you'd actually like. So you thought, oh, free delivery, job's good. Yeah. That'll test their resolve, won't it? Do 6 different orders of one can at a time. Yeah, I think they might get peed off with that. Yeah, yeah, they might just say that, stuff them. Yeah, shove your orders up your backside. There's got to be a cut-off point for deliverers. Minimum of 3 cans. Fair play. Yeah. You've got to be careful with some of these free deliverers because people will take the mick. And so for those just coming, I tell you what, have you noticed how many beers are coming out at the moment? Oh, photo fell off the ceiling. How many beers are coming out at the moment? Local breweries near me are just chucking the beers out. It's like, yeah, we'll release 10 for Christmas. And it's like, I've got no chance of getting all of them. I'm having to pick and choose now, even local. Yeah, same with supermarkets. Although, to be fair, with supermarkets, we're not getting the Christmas beers that other people are getting in other parts of the country. Certainly not in Nottingham, anyway. And certainly not my locals. It's like, yeah, Wraggys goes there. Fuck him. Book him, not book him. I didn't swear. No swearing. But then again, if you live in Carlisle, yeah, they might be doing New Year's beers as well. Yeah, Christmas, New Year. I mean, I've got 12 beers coming from Lenton Lane Brewery sometime in December, and a lot of them are going to be new beers. And I'm really looking forward to that. To be fair, Lenton Lane Brewery, just to go off on a tangent, they're doing 12 beers and a glass, £30. Yeah, the honeycomb one's nice from Sainsbury's. Yeah, 12 beers and a glass of £30, all different beers, so you're not getting one, the same. Delivery, it's free locally. I'm not sure about nationwide. I'm not sure, but there were a lot of new beers. Some that came from the beer festival, I presume. And I'm hoping that Navigation get that salted caramel mild into cans. Um, Talking about the Vocation honeycomb, that was really nice. That was, yeah. I actually preferred that over the Seven Brothers. Near me, Totally Brewed, they're doing a lot as well. At the moment, all I'm thinking about is MOTs at the moment. So any money I get at the moment, plus we're going out a bit in December, so you have to, and then with Christmas presents as well for kids and family. It's like you can't be spending money on booze. And sometimes, in some ways, it's a good thing. It stops me spending money on booze. Black. Oh, yeah, that's nice. That is. Is that the birthday beer? The Black Iris. I've had that on at the tap room on the second night it opened when I met Mr. Emperor's Brewery, and that was nice. I went through all the big uns. Yeah, yeah, I think it is. Yeah, 10%. Yeah. Oh God, what's the other one? There's another 10% Imperial that came out at the same time, and that's absolutely spot on as well. And Black Iris have actually released 3 new beers in the last few days. Fuller's Vintage Ale at £4. Jesus Christ, that's cheap. Usually in Waitrose, that's £6 minimum. Oh God, I live the wrong part of the country. I tried to go to one of them booths because Mr. Merseybeers told me about it, and it was too bloody late, wasn't it? It shut at 4 o'clock. I didn't realise it shut that early. Although to be fair, the car had a puncture, so we bobbed it anyway. Because yeah, I need to get the vintage ale. I do. I really do. I need to go over to Newark and see if they've got any in, or actually get hold of Waitrose and email them, message them, and say, "Have you got any in?" I love that vintage ale. I want that winter ale as well. And there again, I don't want to pay to go. I don't want to pay for a delivery from Fuller's. It's that time of the year when it's a real struggle getting certain box ticking beers. Penrith. I ain't got a clue where Penrith is. Is it up north? So says, totally illiterate. I ain't got a clue where parts of the country are. Cumbria. Ah, I know where Cumbria is. Yeah, it's up north. Right by your mum and dad's. I wish we had a booths in Nottingham. We ain't even got a bloody Waitrose in Nottingham. We have to go all the way out to Newark. 16 miles. Ooh, fair play there. I'll not be going that far north this time of the year. But as far north as I'll be getting anytime soon is up to just below Doncaster. Divide between the north and the south. Ooh, yeah, it's a bit like us and Derby in the East Midlands. 25 miles from Scotland. I flew by Carlisle before. Yeah, about 80 miles an hour. Well, if not 100, if not even more. And flying past in the car, looking for speed cameras, thinking, Jesus Christ, I hope I made it without a speed camera. And we went to Birmingham the other week, and BMW's got issues with a diesel particulate filter. So they said to me, he says, put it in a lower gear, ram the arse off it, and go down the motorway. So I did. Yeah. Next minute, looks up. What the? Slam the brakes on. There's a bloody speed camera, isn't there? And I'm going, well, I think I was going about 75. And then I slammed it down to 70. And it's like, you bugger. But luckily, no ticket. Most beautiful city in the UK. Parts of Nottingham are beautiful. Yeah, yeah. The parts where I work. No, there are some nice areas. Yeah, can't think of any to mind. But yeah, there used to be a lovely park in the centre of Nottingham, but Jesus me, hey, you can tell when decent gardeners leave because the gardeners they employ. Oh my god, hey, just goes to show you how the world's gone downhill. You know, hey, and it's like in any job, isn't it? You get people who are good at your job, and then you get these people who don't give a monkeys. They're only there for the money. And when I walked around my workplace the other day getting some seedlings because I was on the scrounge, And it's like, geez, me, look at the state of this. Tales from the Arboretum. I was thinking of doing that, I was thinking of doing a YouTube video, Tales from the Arboretum. Yeah. I wish I could remember all the stuff that's happened. There's there's 20 years, 22 years of stuff, and people being murdered, and a woman being murdered on the Mansfield Road, and the bloke was on the Arboretum. There's so much, and obviously, good old Eddie with his pork, and that goes, yeah. Jesus Christ, that shit me up. That did, yeah. Fucking hell. I tell you what, Steve, it's nice to get back into the habit. When you haven't done it for so long, you fall out the habit very quickly. Uh, I hadn't done lives for a while, and I totally fell out the habit. And you miss the interaction. Obviously, I don't miss the bollockings off the wife, but you do miss the interaction, and it's all good. All that interaction is brilliant. Um, it's like getting back on the bandwagon. I'm a horror, yeah. uh, I mean, I remember one day walking up the path in the dark one day, and I looked the other way and walked straight into a flipping tree, and it was a massive tree as well. I was in the dark, mind you, but fucking hell, how the hell I didn't see the tree coming? I'm working Saturday. I have no time. What time I'm finished. But um, I will try and pop on at some stage. Have a good night at work, matey. The Macmillan, Macmillan also means a lot to me as well. I lost my mum to cancer, and that was a devastating time, and 6 years ago, and to see someone um, lose their life to cancer, then you always think in the bottom of your heart that someone's going to get over it, that they're not going to be beaten, and for them to be beaten, and tough moments in life, tough moments. Well, fuck's sake, that a fly? I'll try and pop on at some stage, but obviously, I was gonna the other week with that. I don't know who it was the other week. It was somebody the other week was doing some 24-hour job, and I think Cummy Beard asked, messaged me. That was it. Cummy Beard message. Good evening, David. And every time I looked on, there was about 5 people talking, and I thought, well, it's not worth even trying. And oh, bless me. Yeah, no, it is tough. Now, if Steve, if you know anybody, and it's knowing the right people, but if you know anybody, you can get hold of cannabis oil, not cannabis itself, but cannabis oil. I don't know where you get it from. It's something that I don't know. Now, if it's bullshit or not, I have no idea. I can't verify anything. But a friend of mine, a good friend of mine, her boyfriend at the time I think it was his mum or his gran, had terminal cancer, terminal. And he got hold of cannabis oil. He gave her cannabis oil. She came out of cancer. And it's like, and I've heard stories about this. Yeah, CBD maybe, but cannabis oil was a slightly different thing. Good evening, Jackman. Um, there are stories on the internet about the proper cannabis oil. And if you can get hold of it, then, and obviously there's the money side of things to get hold of it, because these things are never bloody cheap. But if you know dodgy people who can get hold of it, proper cannabis oil. I'm talking the stuff that's distilled and all that. Ah, fair play, mate. Mm. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I mean, I see my mum go on a downward spiral, and yeah, some of it is crap. But this person who took it, I mean, for me, I'd take over personally. But we all have our own wishes, and we must all. Um, exactly, Chris. Exactly. Sometimes in this world we live in, there is always something or some way of beating everything. But obviously, I sometimes wonder with the likes of COVID whether the governments of the world actively supported COVID in some ways because it wiped out a lot of people who were having to be looked after. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? Conspiracy theory side of things. It does make you wonder because there's a lot less people in care homes now than there used to be, and obviously then they're the sort of people who are costing the countries around the world a lot of money. It does make you wonder. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Best to take a test. Yeah. If in some ways with your mum, no, 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 you're fine. That's what chat's about. Demonetized. um, but yeah, with your mum and that, whatever she wants. If she wants to drink every alcohol under the sun, go for it. You know, if you're gonna go down, you might as well go down and enjoy life. Yeah, it's a funny thing, isn't it? When you look at things from a different perspective, you see things. I mean, yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't turn that much. Jesus Christ. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And my father-in-law, he said to us when we were talking to him because we're not talking to him at the moment. He's been a mardy arse. But when we was talking to him, he wanted his wake before he dies because what's the point of celebrating after you've died? You might as well have a good piss up before you've died. And in that respect, you can't fault that because you might as well be there and celebrate your life with all your friends and family. Obviously, if you can, I mean, uh, if you're in that situation where it's coming, that obviously, if you end up in a car crash, it's a totally different game altogether. So, 7 days away from the Advent calendar season, I'm hoping to win another Advent calendar. Then again, I'm also hoping to fucking win the lottery as well. And yeah, yeah, see how that goes. Yeah, I've been hoping to win the lottery for the last 20 years. You can't fault that, can you, Jagman? You can't fault that. And again, they're in buildings that, if you've had a good life, then if you're going on your own, if your life's not ripped away from you and you're going on your own, under your own steam, then that's a good thing. You know, put your fingers up to everyone and say, yeah, Scandinavian police drama. I'm enjoying this. I love the blue. I mean, I'm not really a massive fan of blueberry per se, but I do get the blueberry taste in this. And at this chilled temperature, God, my hands are freezing up. This chilled temperature is really nice. It's going down a tree. I need to transfer all my stouts back up to the house and get them in there. Good evening, Scott. How are we? Yeah, I look like I'm on the bank job, don't I? I think the beer review community is great. There's obviously a couple of scallywags, a bit of riffraff on out of here, but you ignore the riffraff and you just and then you just carry on, don't you? Yeah. You can't please everyone, you know. It is what it is. Yeah. Same in life, you know. You get some people that take a dislike to you. They know fuck all. They know nothing about you. And I mean, I've had somebody at work just look at me like I'm. Well, I got neighbours across the road look at me like I'm a piece of crap. And and yeah, I'm probably one of the nicest people you'll ever meet. Well, I try to be anyway. You know. Yeah. If you're a dickhead, I'll probably tell you you're a dickhead. But there you go. You know. Loch Lomond brew hop tonight. Fair play. Polly's Florette. I had a nice Polly's last week, to be fair. 95 is a good innings. And it just goes to show you, life's a lottery. We never know what ticket we're going to get, sadly. You know, I lost a cousin at 15 to cancer. Another cousin at 19 to cancer. So I know you know, life can be such a ball of crap at times. The only thing I hope in life is one day we all get to have these like Harry Potter portraits where we can talk to you, you know, as long as you can cover them up. You want them in your bedroom. Hey, down the shed would be nice. You just come down the shed and talk to your family. Have all your family on the wall around you. Hey, mate, you all right? How you doing? Hey, are you drunk in heaven? It'd be great, wouldn't it? Hey. Cloudwater Pilsner. Was it a cloud water or a brew water or cloud dog? So was it a proper cloud water, not one of the cloud dogs or brew waters? What have you called them these days? They've had to do some damage to their brand. You know, we all know about Brewdog. They probably regretted the Tesco's thing. To be fair, they probably have. I mean, I thought all their beers in Tesco's were rubbish. They were just boring IPAs. Now, after they bang some proper decent teepers or stouts in there, and you had to pay the price for them, then fair play. I mean, what Northern Monk are doing with that Death Star 2? Now there you're talking. Yeah, the Tesco ones were all crap. They were the same. I couldn't taste no difference between all the three of them. Even the alcohol-free one didn't taste just as bad. Cloudwater Brewery tap. I need to do this with a wife next year. Drag around the country doing tap rooms. Yeah, when I win the lottery, you know. Because I ain't doing it on my wages. But yeah, I want to. When we go to theme parks, like go to any tap rooms nearby, you know, it's an excuse, isn't it? Theme park in the day, tap rooms in the evening. Job's a good one. She's driving. She'll love that. She don't drink anyway. Yeah. Unless I take my bottles with me, and you know, I'll take your bottles with you, and get half in each bottle, so you can do a sneaky beer review when you get home. In fact, I need to wash out all my beer bottles. They're making nothing on them beers. That's how they're doing it. Yeah, they're making very minimal, but it's putting their name in supermarkets massively. A lot of these craft beers that are in supermarkets are not making profit. You imagine Tesco's and all these others, they're taking their big cuts. So, in fact, the only one who made a good profit was the Omnipolo one. I mean, a fiver for that bloody ice cream jobby. Be interesting to see what comes out this week on the Black Friday. I'm hoping for some decent deals. Yeah. And then I'm hoping my car sales through the MOT as well at the same time. And I can treat myself like, yeah. Say to the wife, we'll have 50 quid each and we'll go and get ourselves some bits. You know, I'll do a sneaky beer haul from somewhere. Yeah, not sure where though. There's so many places with decent beers at the moment, it's a struggle. I like that vocation teeper from Tesco's, I did. Especially when I got it 3 of them for £3. That was decent. So, what a total mix box. 12 different ones. Or mixed as in a few of each. And is that the standard price? £15? I meant to cut off at 25 minutes, but hey, you just keep talking, don't you? You know, these things with lives, you just keep rattling on. This is a fantastic blueberry beer, by the way. For those people who actually watch for review purposes, golden pour, whitehead, massive blueberry on the nose, blueberry on the taste. It really is a treat. Drink it really, really cold, 7 or 8 degrees, or even chuck it in the fridge. Nothing above 12 degrees. So them Tiny Rebels, total mixed box, or there's no way you're getting. Was that a discounted 12 for £15? See you later, Steve. See you soon. Right. I better go back up the arse for the wife gives me the old bollockings of shame. You know how it is with the women. Yes. Although she's got better recently, to be fair. Yeah. Although, to be fair, I've got no strong beers left now. I've drank them all. I've drank all my Imperials. Got no wine left. No spirits. So I'm on the review stock now. Although I have got a lot of Wraggys. I've got loads of Wraggys left. But it's only 3.8%. I have got my kegs in the beer room, in the hot tub room. Yeah, what was in that tiny pebble box? Please tell. If it's 12 mixed beers, four times three tiny rebel, 16.7%. Should that not be on the £18 normally? Should the 16.7% not be at room temperature? I always think stouts are better at room temperature than, from fridges. See, these three behind me, the North Star 3, Death Star 2, and the Bang the Elephant, those three definitely need to go up the arse and be drank at room temperature. But they'll be drank between Christmas and New Year. Cheers, Craig. Yeah, cheers. I'll have a nosy. Shame I can't get discounts at Sainsbury's anymore. Although if I speak to an ex-workmate, I'm sure I will get 10% off. You never know. So anyway, golden pour, good carbonation, whitehead. Still lovely blueberry on the nose. Before Santa comes, yay, fills his socks. Yeah. Hey, Hawkeye's on tonight, everyone. Any MCU fans out there? Hawkeye. Still not seen the Eternals. Love Shang-Chi. Thought that was a good film. I've not watched it twice. I usually watch it 2 or 3 times. I need to get my backside into it and put it on TV. Might do it tonight while the wife's busy doing cakes. Albeit I've still got 2 more reviews to do when I actually finish. But yeah, somebody's messaging me. Lovely blueberry nose, lovely blueberry taste. It's a really decent beer, this. For me, I actually thought that was really good. At chilled temperature is king, straight from your fridge. Good 4.5 for me. I've had this warm and it didn't taste nowhere near the same. So it just goes to show you that chilled for some beers is king. Oh no, lovely blueberry. Right, gotta run. Gotta go back up the house and Take 2 beers with me and two reviews later. Thanks everyone for watching. Cheers everyone. Oh, some nice beers in the box. Well, see you later. Cheers all. So I don't even learn how to turn